Hello, Wasteland! Yes, welcome back, brothers!
Yes, welcome back, my brothers. I tell you what, we're doing good this side of Christmas, aren't we? Two for two, 2 days in a row. I mean, what can I say? Who could have predicted the announcement and reveal of the new Fallout TV show coming to Amazon or Netflix or whatever it is? I've only seen the trailer a couple of times. I want to say it's yeah, Amazon Prime. So go on, let's have this running in the background, same as yesterday, and we'll talk about it. So what what exactly we're talking about? This is somewhat different to the Mad Max film trailer, isn't it? Because the Mad Max films are a known quantity. You've watched, Mad Max Road Warrior, you've watched Beyond the Thunderdome, you know what to expect. This, there hasn't been a Fallout TV show before. There's been a string of incredible games, which, as any of my die-hard followers would know, I'm a massive fan of the Fallout games, but not Fallout 76 or Fallout Tactics. If I'm being honest, back in the day, that wasn't a great PC game. Brotherhood of Steel on Xbox, I was kind of the target demographic being a kid. Um, Todd Howard. So yeah, in terms of actually having a Fallout TV show, like with the Mad Max Furiosa reveal yesterday, yes, I will watch it, and yes, I will probably enjoy it, so long as the writing's good, so long as the story's got something to it, I will enjoy it because I enjoy the universe, I enjoy the aesthetic, I enjoy the wasteland, the post-apocalypse. I also enjoy this setting specifically. In my living room, I've got two of the promotional posters from back in the day when Fallout 4 was released, framed and up on the wall. They came with me from my hometown when I moved here. So, in terms of actually sort of being the target demographic for this, if you like, yeah, that's me. This is a TV show targeted at and for me, but there hasn't been a Fallout TV show before. So who knows if this is something that's going to be good or bad, or because it is a unique thing to capture the kind of the insanity, the madness of the apocalypse, but with a tongue-in-cheek fun that you can only really get from the Fallout kind of apocalypse. Because you watch like an apocalypse movie like The Road, and it's accurate to the Armageddon, but it's just so miserable. Whereas this is meant to be that sort of goofy 1950s ray guns and sci-fi, isn't it? It's robots and aliens from outer space, whilst also being set in a nuclear apocalypse. So who knows? There was a YouTube, there was a fan show made many years ago. I want to say it was called like Nuka Cola or something like that. Um, that was really good. And if you're into this kind of thing, if you're desperately wanting something to watch before this comes out, whenever it is, next year, this year, who knows? I would recommend watching that as a show because it is good. It's fan made, but it is good. It captures the feel of the world. The thing is, this is a studio. This is the super colossus that is Amazon, throwing its money into a franchise that ordinarily it might not because it can't control Bethesda, it can't control Microsoft that now owns this property. Um, so is this show going to be good? I've no idea. I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'll enjoy it. I might hate the characters. I might hate the tone. I might think that they've missed the mark because the reality is when you play the games, you create your own tone. That's why you get people that do silly challenge runs as like absolute ugly goblin characters and have a cracking good time. And then you also get people that do like incredibly gritty, role play campaigns or ultra hardcore survivalist Iron Man modes on incredibly hard modded versions of the game, or you get the absolute insane fans that try and make their own expansions to the games. Like it's as a franchise, it has got scale. It has got the width to cover whatever you want this Fallout show to be. it's got this Wild West looking ghoul character. It's got this Cyclops overseer character. So there is, little things for different people, like the gun turret of Policeman Rain Calm, the dairy milk thing, ice cream, that looks a bit sus. There's going to be a lot of, I recognize that, and a lot of new stuff, and that's fine because that's what Fallout is. Every game adds something new. Every, addition to the franchise adds something new to the story that we know. I suppose what it comes down to, what I hope the TV show would be, and I'd be happy with just like season 1 of The Walking Dead, like 6 to 8 episodes, limited, but just solid gold, like just absolute solid. They go all out with the special effects. They go all out with the props and the makeup and the characters, and they do everything because there's the question of, are we going to get a second season, right? So I would love it if they chuck in like an enclave element in there, right? Or at the very end of the show, they sprinkle in a little bit of the synths and the Institute. I mean, timeline wise, we don't know when this is going to be set. We can see it's Vault 33, but we've no idea when. Fallout is sort of wibbly wobbly, Jeremy Beremy when it comes to its timeline. It's whenever they want it to be. It's not going to be, I don't think, like Fallout 76, where this is literally like 50 years after the bombs dropped. So society basically hasn't collapsed yet, really. It's not going to be like that. This looks to be set, like Fallout 3 or 4 or New Vegas or any of the Fallouts long after the bombs dropped, right? So humanity's had time to rebuild society and infrastructure, and factions bigger than just settlements are emerging, like Caesar's Legion or the NCR or the Brotherhood of Steel, or you name it, right? But personal things I'd love to see the Enclave done justice. I'd love to see them in it in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's, I mean, again, it comes to the timeline, but whether that's at the end of the Enclave story where they've basically been wiped out and they're just scientists or remnant soldiers, or whether they're early on and they're going around, they're actually going into the vaults to exterminate what they see as the mutants, even though those are unmutated people. Well, then again, that guy's he's a Cyclops, isn't he? So who knows? Will we see super mutants in the first season? Probably, depending on where this is set. Yeah, I mean, pretty much all Fallout games have super mutants these days, so why not? It just comes down to what they want to do with it. Is it going to turn into some super woke fest, like culture war nonsense? Like, it's the wasteland, who cares? Who cares? So yeah, no, I think it's going to be good. I'm not as excited for this next year as I am Mad Max Furiosa. That's going to be really fun. This, I don't know. Roll the dice. It could be good. It could be like Star Trek and all the other, franchises that they've pooed on to make a quick buck, so who knows? But the production values look good. They look like they've nailed the actual look of the universe and the stuff, the ephemera. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's a lot. Looking at 2024, everything seems to be happening then, which I'm not complaining about. I think that's great. But yeah, it all seems to be happening then. But yeah, stay tuned. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another reveal tomorrow. Yeah, as previously said, this isn't one of those, reaction chances. Oh my God, top 10 things you missed in the trailer. It's not one of them. So, yeah. Anyway, go on. You guys take care. Have a good weekend, all right? And I'll see you all tomorrow if there's another reveal.